Good morning, good morning. It is Wednesday, May 8th. Going back to work. Went back to work yesterday after taking a week off from my bodybuilding show. Didn't have anything scheduled. Got some drawing done. Got some other people scheduled in my books. But yeah, so for today, I have a young lady that's getting some Halloween-ish tattoos. She is getting a ghost, and then she's getting a couple bats at noon. Traditional style, probably full color, maybe not the bats. The bats I think are black and gray, but the ghost, if I'm not mistaken, had color in it, like blues, and can't remember the other thing that the ghost had subject-wise in the design. But yeah, I have that at noon. Probably use like a 5-liner or 7-liner, depending on how big she wants it. I mean, preferably I'd like to use a thicker line for traditional pieces, but obviously if it's smaller, you just gotta accommodate with the lines that, you don't want fucking big old thick lines on a fucking tattoo that's an inch tall. So yeah, I use a 5-liner or 7-liner, preferably a 7, then use a 9 mag to shade it all in. Probably take a few hours, hopefully. She's a cool retired old lady. And then at 3 o'clock, I get to work on some filler from an older client I have. His girlfriend got him a gift card to a different shop, and he was unpleased with what this other shop did on him. So now I get to clean that up, touch it up, finish it up. And then he might get a piece of flash that I drew up over the week that I took off of Patrick Star from SpongeBob, which would be pretty awesome. But he said he only has a $300 budget. It's about a couple hours worth of work at most, depending on how much coverage I'd get done on his arm. But he also said if he needs to pull out more, he'll pull out more. So we'll see what happens there. Filler, probably just pull out a big old fucking mag, 13 mag, 15 mag, 22 mag. Do the wind bar filler on the back of his arm, knock that out pretty dang quick. And then go from there time wise. It's really hard to determine. I don't know if I've ever talked about how I charge, but I've become pretty efficient at what I do. And it's really hard because a majority of there's 5 artists at our shop, and Zach and I, the owner, and I, we're the fastest out of everybody there. And it's really hard to be like, oh, this is what we charge hourly, because if I charged hourly, I've been tattooing almost 12 years. If I charged hourly, our apprentice that's been tattooing for a year and a half would make more money than I do, because of how, I don't want to say slow she is, but because of how efficient I am. Like, I can knock out a $300 tattoo in like a fucking hour. Like, you don't become good at a job to take a pay cut. If your boss walked up to you and said, hey, you can get your 40-hour work week done in 20 hours, so I'm only going to schedule you 20 hours, you're going to tell your boss to go get bent and get another job. So, I don't want to sit here and sound like, I'm defending myself in a sense, but I mean, this is how it is. Like, you don't, get better at something to take a pay cut, So for the most part, I charge by the piece, and I haven't tattooed this guy probably in 4 years. So, the last time I tattooed him, I was still charging $100 an hour. And then, COVID happened, and I was just all like, I'm going to work as much as I can. And the more you work, the more you practice your craft, the more efficient you're going to become. And I can lay down smooth lines. I can pack in solid color. I can pack in solid black really quick. And it also comes down to the tools you use too. For the longest time, I never used anything bigger than an 11 mag. And it always, some larger pieces took longer. And then, finally stepped it up to using like 15s, 25s, 32s. And it's just all like, I can black out somebody's arm in like 2 fucking hours with like a 32. And it's just all like, maybe not an arm, but like a half sleeve. But like, you know, it's like you go from, you know, like, oh, like that used to be like a $500 tattoo because it'd take, well, no, it'd be like 10-hour tattoo to fucking fill someone's armor with like a 9. To being able to knock it out quick, you know, it's just, you know, every artist charges what they think their art's worth, and I honestly think what I charge is fair, because there are some people in town that like, they're just like, oh, that's like $1,000, and I'd be like, I'd charge like $400 for that, like, and I'd be content with that price. But anyway, you know, it's just a rant there. But yeah, got a couple people today. I'm pretty stoked. Couple people tomorrow. Got some pretty cool tattoos tomorrow as well. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But yeah, pretty exciting day. Pretty stoked to actually get back to work. I feel pretty good. You know, the last few weeks of prepping for a bodybuilding show kind of sucks. Really, you know, you have like no energy. You're just pushing yourself to the absolute fucking limit. And I did, and unfortunately, I took second place, which is, you know, second place is still good. But you know, now it's time to reassess. The next show that I'd like to do is in, I think, like 13 weeks, 4 days. To spend the next month really fucking pushing it, and then go from there. And by pushing it, I mean pushing it for work. Really trying to get not as many people, realistically like an extra person here and there in, to kind of make up for the time I had to take off, on top of kind of saving up for having to take off for another show. But this next show will be the last show I do for the year. So after this next show, then it's all just tattooing. But that's August. Yeah, at least we like to have like 4 months, 5 months out of the year. Kind of just buckle down and push business. A couple new t-shirt ideas I have in my head that I might draw up. Gonna make some stickers. So if you're interested in some shop shirts, check out our Instagram, check out our Facebook, Distinct Ink Tattoo, Carson City, Nevada. Check out my Facebook and Instagram, Trevor Jarland, or Trevor_Jarland_ Tic Tac Designs on Instagram. If you'd like a shirt, let us know. We'll figure out a way to get it to you, mail it to you. We got hats as well, stickers. So if you see anything you like, just let us know. If you're in the Carson City, Tahoe, Reno area and you'd like to get tattooed, give us a call, 775-883-6878. We appreciate all business from everywhere, so if you guys are interested, just let us know. Other than that, have a good day. If you're not having a good day, I hope it gets better. See you next time.